This is Dabu 7. The last truly massive display of the sun's power that we've seen here on Earth happened in 1859 when this invisible wave crashed into the Earth, known as the Carrington event. This is an event that they said happens probably once every 500 years, but really, with the unpredictability of the sun, it could unleash anything at any given time. This is just something that I think all life around any star would have to deal with. The sun, or its star, in its movement, the filaments, the coronal holes, the CMEs, it's just a part of the nature of it. And releasing those energies. Now, I think we're fairly lucky that we get missed by a lot of what is emitted from the sun. But I do believe at some point we're going to get that blow. That blow that knocks stuff out, that just changes things here at some point. Now, it's bad enough that you have to deal with the powers that be and everyone else out there that has bad intentions in terms of trying to take out the people, take out the power grid, cause a crazy event. That's one thing. But you don't need any of that if the sun was just to unleash the right wave of energy in our direction. Now, if this was to happen, this could affect things big time. Satellites, everything on Earth. And I've talked about it before, trying to survive a lights out situation. The reason that's so important to me and having a plan to survive a lights out situation is, well, because of this. Not only could it be something pulled off by people, but something that comes in from space that changes everything here on Earth. If you have a plan to survive that, then you're in a very good position. If you have no plan, you're going to be up a creek without a paddle. And I don't want to see people in that position. That's why I talk about this all the time. And I've been taking the steps. Sometimes the steps are slow, but as long as you're taking the steps to get there, eventually you'll have a plan, and something is better than nothing. And I've talked about the potential for cyber attacks to take down a lot of things. You know, they could target individual things, or they could hit a lot of things at once in any given day here in the future and cause chaos. If you have the plan, then you can make it through that chaos unscathed. If you have your own food, growing your own food, you have your own weapons, ammunition, and all the other supplies, I feel the best way to figure this out is to put yourself in this situation sometimes, guys. I had a big storm come through here recently, and it sucked, but it was worth it in the end, because even though I was without power for days, I seen the holes in my game. And even though I patched some of those holes up and I found fixes, some permanent, others not permanent, what I realized is, even with the gas generator and things like that, that gas is only going to last so long. Solar would be the way to go. So to me, in an instant where the sun could come in and fry everything and knock things out, solar could be the one thing that keeps you up and going. But then again, you're going to have this stuff protected. There's a little bit of a difference here in terms of, well, you could even say an EMP. Different variables. If an EMP was dropped over our country, it could fry all kinds of electronics, similar to exactly what a CME would do, or a big wave of energy, in frying all the electronics. In a little bit different style, but both of those would be different than, say, a cyber attack. A cyber attack would only affect certain things. A cyber attack on banks and railroads isn't going to fry the components in your car, so to speak. You see? So there's different things that are going to come about with each situation. If you can kind of cover all those under one umbrella, you'll be in good shape. I'm going to talk about this more in upcoming videos. With gardening, just planting non-GMO heirloom seeds to get something going, surviving off the land, what to really do when the lights do go out, step by step. And you want to safeguard these things, because if an EMP or a CME comes in, you want to have this stuff in a Faraday cage. I've talked about, and I've made and shown in videos, how to make Faraday cages, small ones that you can ground and keep electronics nested in. But to me, the real ideal thing to have is one of those little metal liner trailers that you see on the coast that they're always hauling or on the back of trains. Not a full-size one, but just like a 8-foot, 6 to 8 foot one, and one of the smaller ones. Similar to the size of the pods out there. You want it to where you can get things inside there. Maybe a four-wheeler. Some mode of transportation, a motorbike, or something slid up in there. Some extra components nested in there with it. An extra laptop. I would have my solar generator in there, along with the panels. You see? And all of those locked, tucked away inside of an area that's safe from an event like that. That way, when it hits, you can go open up the door, pull your things out, and you can start to get back to normal. You can at least get some electric to your food and your refrigerator, heat in the home or whatever. If it's hot out, AC, whatever you got to do. But you're also going to find out that you're going to have to do without certain things. You're going to have to change things up. And testing yourself, you can never go wrong. And you can have fun along the way. Enjoy learning, coming across new things, experimenting with new ideas. And if you guys got anything interesting in terms of survival you want me to share, any ideas, let me know. Dabu7yahoo.com. Here's another event I want to make note of in terms of the sun. This is going to happen May 30th in New York City. It's a rare event. They say happens twice a year, where the sun comes down and turns the streets that run east to west into a bright golden color. As you can see here on this man, happens twice a year and attracts a lot of people down here. It's going to happen here on the 30th in NYC. So if you're in NYC and you were not aware of that, on the 30th, right around sunset, make sure you're looking to the west. If you're on one of them streets running east to west, and you should see it. Set to light up all of the interior of the city with this glow. So, there you guys go with some information. I'll leave some links. And like I said, keep your eyes peeled for more videos in terms of survival. They'll be coming around the pike. It's been Dabu7. Peace.